right. Tippity, 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 tippity.
Their PMO in Tucson works pretty differently than ours. It's, very kind of regimented, and they do lots and lots and lots of detailed planning all the time. And so I can imagine.
I see. Oh my. Mm-hmm. 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 Ding dong. Good, good. Alrighty.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Gary.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Looks like it's about time. I am going to spotlight video and turn on original sound. How is everybody? Living? Alive? Yeah. Hi, Kiani. Good morning. All right. Luisa's here and Megan. Yay. All right. Okay. I've said all right and okay at least 20 times, so I think we're good. I've been editing a lot of my videos, so now I'm laughing at my quirks even more than usual. And I'm going to find our music. And then we will do some legs and glutes. Ooh.
I surrender now. Je suis un genou. Je suis un genou.
All right.
I surrender now. Je ne tiens plus debout. Je ne tiens plus debout. Je me souviens du lieu, la date. Je garde la trace d'un passé.
Let's find a nice place to sit and slow down our breath.
La cicatrice est là. Je me souviens du lieu, la date. Je garderai la trace d'un pacte. I surrender life comme un arrière-coup.
Let your thighs and hips get heavy into the mat, yielding to gravity. Let your shoulder blades rise up as you inhale, and then Slide down your spine, letting them feel heavy behind you so that your lungs can open forward. Go ahead and breathe in, letting your arms float up. Exhaling down the center. Find your length through your spine, reaching into your tallest, most open self. And exhale down the front. Slide forward and yield to gravity. Gather your belly lock in, then rise up onto that diagonal. So you're reaching your heart forward and your shoulders back. Exhale. Pull your elbows down towards your waist and just lean forward with your shoulders. So we're waking up the torso. It's a big, broad, leaning powerhouse. Inhale, reach those arms skyward again. Still on that forward diagonal. Exhale, bring those arms back down towards your waist. Elbows to your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it down. One more time. Keep your shoulders anchored down your back. And then rise upright as you breathe in with the arms. Twist to your right. Bring your elbows down and lean out over your right thigh. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbows in. Still on that diagonal. Anchoring your shoulder blades, anchoring your left hip into the ground. One more breath with the arms on this diagonal, and then we'll rest. Exhale, release out over that thigh. Reach up and out. Cartwheel those arms away from the right knee to the back left side of the room and stretch open the right side of your body. Inhale, rising up to the left. Exhale, lean out over that thigh. Elbows into your waist. Inhale, keep the shoulders down, lift your belly, lock softly. Exhale, anchor down through the back hip.
Je me souviens du coup de ma traque. Je pouvais pas m'en sortir intact.
And exhale out over your left thigh. Feel the space and length between your head, down the back on the right side of the torso, and down into the earth where you're yielding that hip into gravity. Inhale, lifting up. Opening back to the right back diagonal and stretching the left side. Inhale, rise up center. Pull those elbows back behind yourself and flip your palms together to reverse namaste. Lift your heart up above those hands and feel yourself lengthen into your most noble, tall self. Release the palms down to the floor behind yourself. Lean open, so lengthen that torso towards the sky. Exhale those hips down, big breath in. Switch your legs. And all the way down to the mat in the front. Let it release. 4 big breath cycles here. Let your arms rise forward, come up on the diagonal, and past the diagonal, come all the way up vertical. Exhale, twisting to your left. Let your fingertips touch the floor. Roll your shoulders back, and let your heart lead you around. Try to see the back of the room with your eyes, nose, and chin right all on top of each other. Let your arms float up so they're reaching out to the sides. Keep that core tight and come up center and home. Exhale, rotating, revolving to the other side. Shoulders down the back. Let your arms float up. All the way back center. And then melt it over to your left. Get your shoulders right on top of each other. And then yield your hip back down into the ground. Radiate your right hand out over your left side. So you're reaching and lengthening. Big breath in. Rotate your palm towards the back of the room and press your chest open, sliding that hand behind you. Inhale up around. And over to your right side. Radiating with your left arm, getting your shoulders flat on top of each other. Big breath in, rotate that palm to the back of the room and press your hand back, slow motion. Let your head drop to the side, still facing front. Inhaling up. Pull those elbows back in. Reverse namaste again. And lift your heart up over your hands, pulling your shoulder blades down behind you. Inhale, release those hands up. Take your shoulders up to your earlobes so you have no neck at all. Exhale, press all the way down, long neck. Keep that long torso, lengthen to the sky. Exhale, bring your belly lock in and slide your feet to the front. Go ahead and reach your right leg out, extend through those toes and press up. Softening your elbows slightly to the back of the room and pulling your shoulder blades down. Exhale, let your hips return. Rise up, bend your wrists. You're getting a complementary shape of the wrists as we pass through to switch legs. Hands come back behind the hips, shoulders down, slight bend in the elbow, pressing up. Trying to think of one long line from your toe, through your hips, through your shoulders, through your skull. Exhale down. Lift your body up. Turnavasana, curl your hands as you pass through. Reach. And first leg again. Press. Exhale down. Curl your palms, reach. Second side. Exhale. Reaching your arms in line with your legs. Pranavasana, pull your belly lock softly in, pull your legs together. Find your breath. Can you relax your chest? And both knees down, both feet down, hands back behind yourself. Make some muffins like a kitty cat. There you go. Make sure your fingertips are forward and just wider than your hips, so you're as wide as your shoulders. May not be wider than your hips. And let's bend and straighten those arms a few times. And notice how my arms, they want to hyperextend. I'm pretty flexible in those elbows, but I'm trying to not go past straight, because that is also going to be true when we rise up. So you're going to find straight, shoulders back, no hyperextended elbows, and press up through the hips to a tabletop. Pressing your first and second knuckles into the ground and activating your hands. Squeeze your buns to get a little higher. Exhale down. Release those hands forward. Swoop. Bringing them back again. Active hands. And press up. I'm going to give you two options here. This is what our first photo op for today. Either your tabletop with bent legs. Exhale down. Flow through those wrists. Or you can do it with straight legs, your choice. Elbows back, one straight line. Find your breath, almost there. And settle down. Big breath in. Soles of the feet together, go ahead and lean forward, but tuck your wrists so you're getting this nice wrist stretch. Opening up the lower back. Go ahead and take your hands to your thighs and brush them out. Just giving yourself some nice, comforting, loosening sensation. Brush your lower back. Stimulating your blood flow. Brush whatever feels nice. Give yourself a little back press. Shake out those wrists. Shake out those legs. Come on to your feet. Let your heels be close together. And rock forward and back. Waking up the soles of the feet and the calves. Notice as you rock forward and back whether your weight tends to go out over the smaller toes or directly over your first and second toe. And it might not be the same on your body in each leg. For example, I notice that my right leg, I tend to let my weight go out towards the pinky toe. And so I'm trying to focus even just now at making that habit of staying over the first and second toes. Let your heels drop back. Find your palms. Stretch those hands out. I'm 10 years old! Yeah, pointer fingers up, elbows in. And start to take the floor in that rock. Thinking about your lovely, well-supported hand and wrist strength each time. So I'm putting my pointer fingers forward, spreading my hands out, squeezing my elbows in so that they slide against my body as I shift forward. 2 more times. Push off with those hands. Push off. Nice strong wrist. Last one. Push. Let your heels come down. Find a very gentle forward fold and walk it up. Let your head really dangle as you're enjoying your first forward fold of the day. Let your breath expand. Let your tailbone drop, sinking and yielding to the ground, and then think of pushing into both feet, supporting through the body as you roll up. Big breath in. Exhale down with those hands. Into your awkward chair. There's a stool back there somewhere. You just reach your buns back, you'll get there. Take that belly, gently lift it in so your lower back is long. And let your weight shift back now into your heels and feel the heaviness in the heels. If you'd like a little bounce, that's fine. Have a little bounce. If you're really far forward, you're going to feel this more in the bottom of your quads. So we want to also get your back side. So let it go sitting down a little deeper. Find that breath. Knees and toes straight forward. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, gather it up. Exhale, swing it up. 3 times. Breathing it up. Exhale, swing it up. 1 more time. Exhale, swing it out. Breathing in and up. And come down to your forward fold again and relax. And walk from your forward fold out to your plank. Let's all take modified plank today so our knees are down. And let your tailbone drop for just a moment. Notice how my back is hyperextended unless I lift my abs in hardcore. So I'm going to really lift those puppies in. Bend your knees so you're comfy. And take a moment now and just enjoy a little twist. Enjoy a little twist. If you're feeling your psoas, your hip flexors are super tight, that'll be the place where you feel it. Curl up and back to child's pose. Roll back. Knees parallel, tucking them in. Come back to your belly lock. Wiggle through that belly lock. Take a big breath in with me. Exhale, curve and tuck it back. So I'm firing up my quadriceps here to hinge back. And then probably your chin has come down to your chest like mine has. So I'm going to pull my belly lock in. And then I'm going to lengthen my head backwards. And holding that position, I'm going to take my hands together gently. Bottom fingers intertwine. And I'm going to point forward like an arrow. Pull my shoulder blades back together. Pull my belly back in. Let your arms open. Keep that pelvis tilted back as you squeeze through your thighs to rise. Make sure you didn't dive forward with your chest there. Find a hinge. Point. Lean back with your head, tuck your abs, and send your energy out through your heart and fingertips. Pull those shoulder blades together. Exhale, dive it forward. We're going to take our elbows straight down to the mat today. So I'm still holding hands with myself. And just rock for a moment, your weight going elbows to fingertips into the floor, elbows to fingertips. Tucking your toes behind yourself. Press on up into your dolphin. Just like a downward dog, except our elbows are on the floor. And notice how the weight of your body wants your elbows to slide out to the sides. So you have to actively squeeze those inner elbows towards each other to keep them right underneath your shoulders. Exhale, release your skull and press into those arms to make more space around your head. Go ahead for a walk, keeping your thighs together, just lifting one leg and another, and keeping your tailbone way up high in the earth. Your tailbone should be the top part of the mountain. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders, are in line with your tailbone. Last pair of walks. Pressing through those elbows. Exhale, knees come back to the earth. Hips come back to your heels to child's pose. And rolling back. Gather your belly lock. Thighs are parallel, slightly centering them together. Pull that belly lock back. Pull your shoulders back. Lean your head back. Send your heart forward without rushing there with your shoulders. Squeeze those thighs. One more breath. Tailbone tucks underneath you to rise. Open those arms. Hollow everything out again. Lean back, shoot forward. Keep working those thighs. Keep squeezing those buns. Dive through head, neck, shoulders. Find flat back here, pointing your fingers forward, but anchoring your shoulders down your back, like we practiced earlier. And elbows to your mat, up to your dolphin. In your forearms, you want to feel an even pressure from your elbows through to your pinkies. Bring those legs together if they're not all the way together. Lift your belly lock softly in, bending your left knee. Thighs start out together, and you're going to point that left knee straight to the side. Try not to open your hips yet. We want that to be a secondary motion. Hip closes. Here we go. Knees out the side. Radiate through that knee. And close. And open. With your breath, inhale and open. And exhale and close. As you're looking underneath yourself, see that left leg pointing straight forward towards your face. Bring that leg down. Come down to your hands and knees and roll back up. Fast forward, same motion though. Exhale, hinge back, squeeze those thighs. Press the heart. Squeeze your tailbone underneath to rise. Open your arms over your head for a circle. Deepen that hinge. Good, thighs pointing forward. Flat back. And down to your dolphin, your right knee is going to come up. Tailbone in the air, abs in, lifting your right knee directly to the side. Look underneath yourself. Your knees should come exactly back together if your hips are staying still. If your hips are opening when you close your leg, your knees might end up one higher than the other. So hips together for this version. down. Knees to the floor. Roll back up. Exhale, curve, hinge back. Inhale, rise. Find your flat back. This time we're going to put our hands on the floor and come up to downward dog. Make sure your shoulder blades are anchored back and our hands are nice and large. The elbows are rotated down towards the earth or the back of the room. Feet together. Bending your right knee. Opening the knee to the side and opening the hips. Close the hips. Close the knee. Inhale, knee to the side. Open those hips. Close the hips. Close the knee. Repeat, knee to the side. Open those hips. Close the hips flat. Close the knee. Place the foot down. Knees to the floor. Look between your hands and slide forward. Swoosh. Nose chin touch the floor. Come down to your belly. Press up to a baby cobra. Find that breath. Shoulders are still anchored down. Release. Take your hands back by your rib cage, by underneath your shoulder level. Flap your chicken wings a couple of times. Pull those elbows back towards your tail. Squeeze it in. Just feel that squeeze. Breathe deep. Imagine if you're trying to hold a basketball behind your ribcage just by squeezing those elbows together. Go ahead and look down at the floor with your nose just an inch off the floor and pull your chin in so you have 1.5 chins. Deepen your belly lock and lift your palms off the floor by squeezing your elbows back. Notice how the effort might shift into your lower back there. So engage your abs and lengthen your tailbone so that your lower back stays long and free. Hovering right above the ground. Press into the earth and up to your downward dog. Roll those shoulder blades back towards your tailbone. You can be slightly soft in the knees. That's totally all right for me. Elbows rotate towards your feet. And left leg bends. Abs in, steady core. Open up that leg to the left. Open up the hips. And close the hips. And close the leg. Good. Reach through your first and second knuckles so you're lengthening that wrist, making space in the wrist joint. And close. And open. Open hips. And close. Close hips. Again, we'll go open. You got this. Press the earth away. Support yourself. Really reach down into the ground. And close. Put your feet down. Walk your feet up to your hands. Let your wrists dangle. You can also flip your wrists over against your shins. Stretch them out again. And we're going to step as wide as our shoulders now. So it's a little bit wider than usual. And just let yourself gently sway. Just gently sway. Soft knees, soft bodies. Start to circle those wrists and loosen up any tension that built there. Soften one knee and the other. And let that sway side to side. Just rock you up. You're going to take like 5 breaths to get back up. It's like a slow dance with yourself. Middle school slow dance. And you find your way all the way back up. Let your arms float to the sides. Maybe reach side to side a little bit. And find your center. Come on up to the front of your mat. Take those arms around your chest. Hug your shoulder blades. Drop your head, soften your knees. And let your elbows be the heaviest part of your body. Soften those knees into a big deep squat. Take your arms out to the sides. And find a flat back in a deep squat. If your knees are way past your toes like mine are right now, that's a sign that I need to shift my weight back further, yeah? So I'm holding my thighs close, shifting my weight backwards to get long. Drop those pelvises, sweep your arms forward, find your squat. Woo. Stack your spine on top of itself. Take those arms around behind you. Thumbs down. Find reverse namaste. Release those hands. Curve your body. Find the floor in front of yourself with the hands and come to your pigeon pose. Send that back leg back as far as you can get it. You guys see that giant dragonfly back? Let yourself sway today. So we're yielding to gravity, but we're doing it with a fluidity. Let your chest start to wind down towards the floor. Lift up one more time before we move on. If you are not all the way down on the floor, that's fine. So I'd like you to stay up and square rather than over just yet. We'll come to over in a second. So staying up right here, we're gonna lift our belly lock in, roll our shoulders back, and come up to spider hands. And we're gonna bend and straighten that back leg. So we're just gonna bring the heel towards the butt, and notice how it makes your lower back wanna drop. So we're gonna work against that by lifting our core up. Squeezing the heel towards the bun, lengthening it out. Squeeze it in, lengthen it out. Squeezing it in, lengthening it out. Shoulders back, elbows back, all those normal checklists. Release that leg down, roll down to your left hip, and slide into your full pigeon, release.
Le sel au baiser de ma bouche, je te promets le miel à ma main qui te touche, je te promets le ciel au-dessus de ta couche, des fleurs et des dentelles.
Inhale, rising up. Take that heel and slide it a little forward. See if you can get it parallel with the front of your mat. Lower back down onto it. So the front hips outside section is getting a big stretch. If you'd like somewhere to put your face, you can make a little face pillow. Stretching those wrists. Or a couple of fists on top of each other is also a nice low pillow. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Take that right hand, reach it forward and pat thyself upon the back. I'm going to tuck my front leg back in and look around behind myself. Here's photo op number 2. Photo op number 2. Bring it back around, both hands behind your back. See if you can find your way to center. And switch to the other side, releasing those hands. Gently onto your left side pigeon, enjoying that sway. So we want to open up this hip flexor area right here. And remember, your psoas attaches to the inside of that leg down here. It goes through your body and reaches to your lower back. So that's part of why when we send the leg back, the lower back comes forward. So we want to lift gently with our belly lock to make space in the lower back to protect the spine. And we'll also get a deeper psoas stretch if we think about lifting our belly lock in all the time when we send our back leg back. A couple more breaths here with your sway. And let yourself melt it down. Walking back up, part way. Take that right heel forward and come back to your stretch. Noticing how the right hip changes as we have a further forward ankle. Rising on up. We're going to re-tuck that right foot and shift back up on your hips. Find those hands in the position you need. Make sure we're not hyperextending those elbows. And bend and straighten your back leg. Keeping your belly lock lifted so that our lower back is long and straight. Squeeze. And release. Release down. And let your left arm come up and over to pat yourself on the back. Twisting around. There's an option for a double hand lock here. This is your second pose for the photo op. Or you can leave one hand free, especially if you need the selfie. Drop those hips to the back of there and come back to the front. Release. Slide both legs forward. Bring those legs all the way back together. Holding the thighs together and lifting one hip and the other. Exhale, roll it back. Whoosh. Slide those legs out. Rock it side to side until you find your Shavasana. Please here next. Let your palms open out. Find your breath. Your third photo op pose today is Shavasana. Take your time melting into this pose. What happens today if you reach one leg and reach the other, letting your hips do a little shimmy? Can you gently encourage your hip sockets to open up at the hip flexors? Can your lower back start to yield down towards the earth? What about your hands? If you reach your hands right and left, radiating through each one, but staying heavy and low on the floor. And you get your shoulder sockets to open towards the sky. And then take a deep breath and see if that lower back and rib cage can melt down with the earth again. Let your skull rock side to side, nice and slow. Feel the weight of your jaw sliding towards your throat. Let those heads get all melty, like an ice cream scoop just melting in the sun. Find the center and let those sideways shifts happen all over your body for a moment. Finding your fluidity so that as that fluidity becomes a little bit smaller and smaller, we rest in your center. Big deep breaths. Let your whole body settle into your center.
You see my essence free.
Let yourself come on back home. Waking back up to the room. Maybe a little windshield wiper of those legs today before you rise up. And when you're ready to get up, slide your right leg long and push with your left leg to roll to your side first. Let your top legs weight drag you sideways and back up. And take 3 more breaths back in your easy pose. Bringing that soft and centered feeling with you into the rest of your day. All right, my beauties. I am unmuting. So for those of you beautiful people who are my Skyline class, I wanted to take a hot second. Screen. So I'm going to go to our Canvas website really quickly. Make sure that everybody knows where everything is. Bloop. Okay, screen share. Alrighty. So, yoga friends. um, just to make sure. Oh, I'm gonna mute you guys. Just somebody's echoing. But you guys can unmute yourself if you have a question. Okay, so on our class website, you guys have seen all of this magical stuff. I just wanted to run through really quickly the places to look for studying for your final would be 7 Moving Principles of Yoga. And these are all your workouts. Health and Wellness Study Guide. Safety and Anatomy handouts right here. It looks a little bit different on my end than yours. And then you're going to take your yoga practice exam if you haven't already. You can take that as many times as you want, and you should, because all of those points work as extra credit for your final. So just go ahead and get an A on that so you get as many extra credit points on your final as you can. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, practice test, that's it. This is just instructions. And then everybody's getting free A+ on your fitness testing since we're not doing it. There's an art project here if you have makeups that you need to make up from before. But that's extra credit, so I think most of you guys are doing fine. And then you have your wellness survey and your final exam. So the wellness survey is really just for me to get some feedback. It's not graded on how you score yourself. It's just so that I can get some feedback on how your experience was. And I added a written section at the bottom. Please talk about the transition to online because it's been hard and I want to know what worked for you guys and what didn't work for you guys, and what really sucks I will complain about to administration. So speak it out because that'll really help us in the future. Your yoga final exam is essentially exactly the same as the practice, just more questions. It's all naming poses and the common reminders that I give you guys in class all the time. So there shouldn't be anything that's particularly surprising there. Most everything should be in those handouts that are on the main page. Unlike the practice exam, you get one shot at it. So make sure you just give yourself a nice, good internet connection. And most people finish it in a half hour or 40 minutes. But I think it's set to be open for an hour and a half. And if you have a DRC code for me, just let me know so that I make sure that you have extended testing time if you need it. Y'all, any questions about any of that stuff? No questions? Okay. Did we get our 3 things? What was it? I don't remember what the first one was. The second one, here's your clue. And then the third one, here's your clue. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Okay, guys, I will see you on Monday. Thanks for joining me. Yay! It's good to see you. It's weird to not hear you. I'm going to unmute you for a second. I see a chat. Unmute. Chat button.
Chew.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you, Amber.
By the way, just to sit up. Just.
All right. Okay. Bye, Louisa. Bye, Christopher. Bye, Jackie. Bye, sir.